So, simple topic today. We're just going to focus on the idea of a linebacker making a defensive lineman right. So, a bit of a common phrase you've probably heard where, linebacker make the D lineman right. So, what are we talking about here? So, we're going to focus on this player here. It looks by alignment, the way this player is lined up, that they're a B-gap player on the play. So, they're showing that pre-snap that they're that 3-tech, they're a B-gap player. That's what we're showing. Now, for one of a few reasons, this player might end up in a different gap, in that A gap, let's say, on the play. So what are the reasons? One would be by design, by play call. So maybe both of these players know that at the snap, this player is going to spike into that A gap, so the linebacker is going to work over top and be that B gap player. So that's one way that it might play out. Another option might be just that it's by type of block. So a reach block or a base block, maybe that player is told when they get that type of block, let's fall back into the A-gap by design, and again, the linebacker will play over top. Now, a different kind of block, a pass set, or maybe a down block away, maybe they're not working across. So by type of block, that's another way this might play out. And the final reason, frankly, sometimes it happens where this player would just lose their gap, right? So you may or may not deal with this at your level, that you have a player that's supposed to stay in the B gap, but maybe they get a slow get off on that play, or maybe they just get reached. Now they're not in their gap, and the linebacker is going to make them right. So those are a few different ways this might play out. As the ball gets snapped here, we're going to focus on the linebacker now. This linebacker is going to do a great job. If he's reading his keys, if he's reading the offensive line here, he can see before the quarterback even has the ball that that's some kind of an outside zone, some kind of an outside run that's working in this direction. So he's going to start shuffling with the play, moving with that play. If we go back to the defensive lineman we were focusing on, he's going to end up in that A gap. So it looks here like it's by design. It looks like he's spiking that A gap on purpose to control that gap. Now the linebacker's job is going to be to get over top and now handle that B gap. So that's what we're going to see happening. This linebacker does a great job of staying square. He's going to kind of shuffle with the play, work with speed to get over top of that center, and then he's going to finish with a nice forceful tackle in that B gap for a gain of about 2 yards. So that's kind of how it plays out here. Now, as fans, as someone watching this play for a team we don't coach, sometimes we might never know the real reason why this is happening, right? We can guess, we can say it looks here like that player definitely by design. It looks on this play like he's trying to spike the A. But again, one of those three reasons, if that plays out, it's the linebacker's job. The linebacker has the advantage of depth, so the linebacker can use that depth to make that defensive lineman right, to come over top and to make that play in the B gap.